Hi, I'm Don Carr, and these are the Gibson Generation Collection acoustic guitars. The Gibson Generation Collection includes 4 guitars, the G00, G45, G-Rider, and the G200. These guitars are obviously different shapes and sizes. You probably know them if you're familiar with Gibson Acoustics. They have a lot in common in terms of materials and construction, and they all have one very unique feature, the player port. According to Gibson, the player port was designed for players to hear more of themselves. Now, with any standard acoustic guitar, as a player, you know the sound is different from your perspective than from the listener's perspective in front of the guitar. So everything about the design of the acoustic guitars is intended to project the sound from the front. The sound hole, the resonant top, the stiffer back and sides. I mean, it's for performance so the audience can hear it. As a player, you can definitely hear the guitar. Sound resonates all around it. You're also hearing the reflected and ambient sound in the room, but what you're not hearing is the tone projected directly out of the front of the guitar, the best part of the tone, and the way it was intended to sound. So the player port lets you hear a little more of what's happening in the front of the guitar, and it just makes it a whole lot more fun to play. I want to give you a sense of what the player port actually sounds like. So I've got a unique stereo mic setup here. I've got a pair of AT5045s, condenser microphones. One's in the standard kind of front position, and then one is right next to my head. So you're really hearing what the player port is. And we'll hear the mics together, we'll hear them individually, and I've also got a piece of Sonics that I'm going to use to block the player's port so you can hear what it sounds like with the player port blocked. Now I realize a piece of Sonics is not necessarily very scientific, but it's kind of the best representative I have, so bear with me on this. But anyway, here we go. So here's both mics. Now here's the player port mic. Okay, so here's my piece of Sonics. I'm going to carefully stuff this in here the best I can. So here's the over-the-shoulder mic with the player port covered. Let's look at the other similarities between these guitars. They all have solid Sitka spruce tops, walnut back and sides, and striped ebony fretboard and bridges. The neck is made from African mahogany, a variety called Utile. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, but it's close in density and look to Honduran mahogany. The neck shape is Gibson's advanced response neck profile, which I think feels great. I mean, it's a nice shape and size for my hand. All the Gibson generations have a Tusk nut and bridge, Grover Mini Rotomatic tuners, and they're all handmade in Bozeman, Montana. Let's give them all a quick look and listen. Here's the G00. Now it's a parlor-sized guitar with a smaller and thinner body. Sonically, it has a more pronounced mid-range and a leaner low end. It's great for fingerstyle. This is the G45. It's a classic Gibson shape, balanced sound all the way across the spectrum. Here's the G rider. Now you can see it has a cutaway. Between that and the comfortable body size, it gives better all-around playing access. The G rider also comes with an LR Baggs Element bronze pickup and sound hole mounted controls. And finally, the G200. It's a jumbo size with a thinner body and a cutaway, so you still get the extra low end and less chords associated with a jumbo, but better playability in the upper register. It also has the Baggs Element bronze pickup and sound hole mounted controls. So just playing the guitars, it seemed like the result was more improved sound quality as opposed to volume, but I wanted to test it. Could it be an issue for someone singing through a mic on stage? Is there a lot of bleed into the vocal mic? I decided the best way to test was to hold the guitar in playing position with a dynamic mic in singing position. That way I can play while I talk to see how much guitar the mic is picking up. All right, let's give it a listen. Right now, you're hearing just the sound of the 58. The other two mics are off. That's why I kind of sound like a radio announcer, because I'm right on the mic, which is the way you normally sing on a 58. So here I'm going to play and talk at the same time. So here's me playing and talking, and you can hear how much bleed there is, or probably isn't, I'm guessing. So here I am talking and playing, talking and playing. Now I'm going to stop talking. Now for control, we've got our handy dandy piece of Sonics here with the player port covered, and let's do the same thing. I'm going to keep talking, and I'm talking, and I'm kind of on the microphone, and I'm talking, and I'm talking, and I'm talking. Thanks for checking out the Gibson Generation Collection with me. If you have any questions about these or any other Gibson products, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check out Sweetwater.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at Sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.